Hello, it's me again, and I just want to share this with you all. Um, Snakes are not just here in Florida, they are all over the world. And in Barbados, they recently rediscovered a snake that was spotted in 1889, and for many, many, many years, the snake just reappeared in March of 2025. This snake is called the thread snake. It's the world's smallest snake. It was discovered during an ecological survey by hold one second, by Mr. Connor Blake, a project officer from the Barbados Ministry of Environmental in Barbados. This snake is 3 to 4 inches and 8 to 10 centimeters. It is blind and has pale yellow or orange lines and has a nostril scale on its nose. It lives in small holes and it often is mistaken for an earthworm. There are 3 species of snakes in Barbados. The blind snake, it has a very long name, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. The racer, that also has another name, and a sea snake. Those are the only 3 snakes that supposedly is in Barbados. I was told years ago that the mongoose was brought in to take out all the snakes that were on the island. I don't know how true that was. My uncle told me that story years ago. But you know me, I'm a very curious person and I'm always trying to learn as much as I can about any kind of species. Man is not the only species in this world. You know what I'm saying? God made all creatures, even us human beings. And the blind snake, it feeds on ants, larvae, and termites. And you heard what I said. It was first spotted in 1889, the year 1889. They don't know where it went or whatever, but it had disappeared for many, many, many years. And it just reappeared in March of this year, March 2025. Maybe it was there all along, I don't know, but it just reappeared. And as you can see, it's very small. It looks like a little earthworm. Anyway, that's good to know. You know what I'm saying? And there are probably a lot of Bajans that don't know about this, but that's why you should Google up stuff and read about stuff, and know about what's going on around you, what's around you, and all stuff like that. I had read about this long time ago, this particular snake, but I didn't think that I would come across it 2 days ago saying that it reappeared in 2025. So, thanks to the project officer Mr. Connor Blake, you know, and whoever was with him. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And another thing, folks, people that live in Maryland, I think it's Kansas, North Carolina, South Carolina, y'all need to be very careful. Y'all need to be aware. Even in New York, upstate New York, I read this recently. A family found a snake on their porch. It was a pretty big snake, and I do believe it was poisonous. But they're advising everyone, anyone that come across any kind of snake, not to try to catch it, not to try to kill it, don't try to hurt it, nothing. It might hurt you. But get on your phone and call up the proper authorities so they can come and collect the snake. Folks, you can go to jail for killing these creatures or harming these creatures. You can get a fine. So just be aware of your surroundings. Those of you that have backyards, try not to keep a whole lot of wooden stuff back there, pile up, you know, like a whole lot of junk and stuff. You know, they like to hide under stuff like that. You know, just be careful and check out your house, your under your bed, your bathroom. Check out your areas, you know, because I've been reading a lot about people finding snakes in Australia in their houses, in their stove, all sorts of places. You know what I'm saying? So, folks, you have to be careful. These creatures, you know, they looking for food and warmth, and a lot of them are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They will kill you. You can die from the bite, you know, if they're poisonous. You got to be very careful out there. You have to be. And that's all I got to say. You know, just be careful. Those of you that live over there in North Carolina, South Carolina, all them different places, you know, it's a lot of wooded areas and stuff like that. Be careful out there. They have them in Texas too. They do. They got them in New York. And I did come across a couple of snakes while I was living up in New York. You know, my unit, we used to go upstate, and I came across a few. You know, I saw them in the tree, black snakes with red eyes. I don't remember the name, but they were posted in the cafeteria. I was just so shocked because I never thought there were snakes in New York, period. But you always see people walking around with them on Labor Day and stuff like that. You know, people have them as pets and stuff like that. But they do have these creatures in New York City. They do. Upstate, in Brooklyn, in Queens, in Manhattan, in the Bronx. They have them all over the place. For those of you that don't think that they have snakes, y'all think that y'all only have rats that look like cats in New York, and the roaches. No, y'all have snakes too. And they are all over the place. You know, over here we have the alligators, we have snakes. There's a whole lot of different kind of creatures over here. Just that, you know, they not crawling around the street like I used to think, or like a lot of folks be thinking and stuff like that. But they are here. You know what I'm saying? They were here when God made Adam and Eve. He made them too. And they are out here. And believe it or not, they are more afraid of humans than we afraid of them. You know what I'm saying? But if they feel like they're going to be harmed, that's when they will strike. They will attack, you know. But what you need to be fearing is the two-legged snakes, you know, your own kind, human beings. Those are the real snakes out here that will really kill you, poison you, do all sorts of dangerous things to you. So, you know, just be aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. That's all I gotta say. I'm heading out to the pantry now. My foot is back in order. You know what I'm saying? The numbness went away. And I'm just gonna get going. And it's supposed to be in the 90s today, but right now it's in the 80s. And as you can see, it's very lovely. It's a lovely day. You don't see no dark clouds, but they did say we're gonna get some showers. I didn't really look at it. I looked at it last night, but there's a few clouds over here, but they're white. But yeah, I'm looking over by the church right now because I can see it from my window. You know, I'm early. You know, the truck usually comes like around 10:15. So I'm gonna mosey on out of here right now. So y'all have a good day, and just be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Peace.